MAGA conservatives don't believe in climate change because they're wrong, but they should love progressive ideas. Let's dig into it. Hey, I'm Chris with How to Politics. Traditionally, conservatives prefer market solutions, right? They think that capitalism is the engine of progress. They think that the best form of ingenuity comes from the private profit motive and not from the government. Traditionally, progressives are a little bit more squishy. They have some corporate aspects. They also raise money from billionaires. But progressives tend to trust self-government and its responsiveness to the people through democracy over private interests. And so typically the fight between progressives and conservatives is about the role of government in the economy. But for MAGA conservatives, everything is politics all the time. Anything with even the slightest whiff of coming from the left or associated with the left or seems Democrat-y is hated, immediately hated and immediately rejected. MAGA conservatives hate the left's ideas. Remember, Obamacare was Mitt Romney's idea. It was the healthcare program in Massachusetts when Mitt Romney was the Republican governor. The way Obamacare works is it gives money in the form of subsidies to insurance companies. The point of Obamacare was that it would empower insurance companies to provide healthcare and just make them provide better healthcare. But that's giving money to corporations to provide healthcare. That's not government takeover. Likewise, Biden's Inflation Reduction Act, which is a very stupid name, just like the Green New Deal, equally stupid name, had the same basic structure. You would pay corporations to do what corporations do and then sell their products, having had some of it paid for by the US government. So the Inflation Reduction Act contained rebates and tax credits that companies can get from deploying specific types of new technologies. They also provided funds for research and development. So that's money we're paying to corporations just to research new products they might sell us one day. That is a corporate investment, the kind that you would expect conservatives to appreciate. If you're into climate change, as you should be, the industrial sector accounts for 1/3 of America's carbon emissions. That's one reason to support clean energy. Another reason, the economic argument that I'm articulating here, is pretty obvious. Since the Inflation Reduction Act was passed, battery investment in the United States has gone up more than 7 times. More than 330,000 new jobs have been created, and these are jobs that came from progressives. So these are jobs that have prevailing wage requirements so that the wage is required to be what people in the community make, so it can be a living wage. There are requirements for registered apprenticeships so that apprenticeships are giving good information, good education, and creating a skilled workforce. This is a booming global industry. It will be the way that cars work in the 21st century. We've already seen massive investments from China in their EVs, in their battery production. We can lead the world in technology and in the market. We can do it in technology like we did with social media in the information age. We can lead the market in production like we did with cars in the 20th century. So you have benefits to the climate, you have benefits to the economy. What exactly is it that they don't like? Is it the preservation of the earth for their kids and grandkids, or is it the huge economic benefits? Maybe the thing they don't like is our massive competitive advantage with China. I don't know. In other words, MAGA conservatives should love progressive climate ideas. Why they don't? Politics. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I would love to hear your perspective on all of this. I would love to hear your perspective on climate spending, on the role of corporations in improving the economy. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you for watching. I'm Chris with How to Politics.